So there were two things there, right? I mean, one is the decentralized worlds that are actually very transparent. They're on chain. They're governed largely by smart contracts. Those codes can be audited. Those codes can be compiled, verified. The community largely over time qualifies the various protocols out there that are providing the service as they should be doing. And if the teams are good teams, then they, you know, fix issues that the community would like to have fixed or change models the way the community wants to have them changed. And then secondary, there are these, you know, centralized entities that are offering, that are straddling the traditional finance and the decentralized finance, right, with the lending protocols. And there it's largely a trust element or a legal element, right? What are the documents that you're signing? How are they clarified? Are you actually operating according to those contracts? And if not, then you're in breach of and doing illegal things like you would anywhere else.
Yeah, and I think it always comes down to like crime is crime and fraud is
Yeah,
fraud, and there's very
exactly.
limited ways to defend against that. But like, there's a lot of leeway in between there, and I think this is something that you saw with a lot of the retail lending platforms is you read their terms of service, which not a lot of people did. And
Yeah,
it's not like, hey, I am loaning my assets to you or I am depositing them in an account. It's like, here's a present. If you would deign to return it to me with gifts and rewards, that would be much appreciated. But I mean, there was really like, you have no rights. We have entire legal title over your assets. And it just, there's a certain amount, and I think this is, we can learn good lessons out of some of this stuff as well. Of in my bank account, I get 0%. In my blank lending account, I get 12%.
yeah, exactly.
Brain off, go over there, click button, let's do it.
Yeah,
And I think that's the lesson that we need to learn from that is it's those types of obvious giant value propositions that are going to drive adoption.
yeah.
Now we just need to do it so that it's like an actual value proposition, not sort of a quickly done thing that doesn't necessarily hold up over time. But you saw hundreds of billions of dollars flow in through that value gap, and it's those huge types of things that are really going to drive people. And I think we can start getting into that now with some of the stuff you're working on with inflation adjusted stable coins,
Yeah.
some of the cross border payment stuff that we're working on, like
Yeah.
90, 95% cost savings. Like, why wouldn't you do that? It's so obvious to do it.